Guys, it's Chookman here once again. I just want to talk about dogs with problems. As you know, we rescue a lot of dogs, and I always get my information on YouTube. It helps, and we talk to dog trainers, and we talk to a lot of different people about a lot of different problems with these fur babies. You just got to be careful because they were a puppy at one stage, and what I'm going to get at, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I'm going to tell you straight out because I fully understand where they're coming from, but in a human's point of view, when you get these puppies, and I don't condone violence or anything, that's not what I'm about. I don't condone it. I don't agree with what people do to animals and little kids and all the rest, because it can get politically correct here. And guys, please don't get politically correct. Just hear me out. With puppies, they soak it all in. So if you treat a puppy wrong and abuse it, it grows up to be a full-grown dog, but it still has those traits in it. It still remembers when it used to get bashed as a puppy and get mistreated as a puppy. But it's not like a human. A human can go to counselling. Like for myself, I was abused as a young boy, right? I'm not going to go into it, but you'll probably guess what happened to me. You know, as a little boy, I was that little boy that got into trouble, that broke trees and dug holes and climbed fences. So my foster father wanted to break my spirit inside me. So I'd do as I told, get me scared. And all the rest that goes with abuse. I'm not going to go into it. That's why I've been diagnosed with critical PTSD. Now I'm going to get back to talking about these dogs that have been puppies at one stage. If they get abused as a little puppy, they never forget what's happened to them. So then they get to being a full dog, and then they get issues, and then people chuck them in the pounds. They're not like us humans. They can't go to therapy. They can't go to a counsellor and talk to the counsellor and say, this is why I'm pretty down, this is why I'm angry, this is why I'm depressed. They've just got to deal with it in their own little way. And it's sad, that someone would get a little puppy and mistreat it. But what I'm getting at is they'll carry that problem of abuse with them until the day they die. And some things trigger them and they get growling and they get barking. So you just got to be careful when you're bringing up your dogs. Don't yell at them. You don't have to yell at them to get your point across. You do more damage by yelling at them and shaking your hand, no, than if you just calmly just turn around and say, no, come here, nicely. They learn, but you got to understand they're little puppies and they're like little kids, mate. They're going to take a long, long time to get the message, and you got to be so patient with them. You know how much patience I've learnt off these rescue dogs? I'm more learning every day, and they're teaching me, because I'm dealing with their PTSD too. Our boy seen a rubbish bin and he freaked out. So something obviously's happened with a rubbish bin. I don't know, I'm not going to even go there, but he put his tail behind his legs and he started growling and pulling on the leash. So that just tells me something's happened to this boy around rubbish bins. It's a bit like adults when they get abused as little boys. They never forget the person that abused them. But what I'm getting at, yes, I'm babbling on a bit, but you get my message. You got to be just patient with these guys and understand that they've got PTSD, they've got mood swings, they've got dog problems, and always just calmly, especially these rescue dogs, man. If you haven't got patience with them and you can't teach them the way they needed to be taught, don't go rescuing them. Only if you can deal with it, and only if you've got enough time in the day to teach them love, respect and honour. Because that's all they want. You know, I've had many dogs come out of their shell, like my dingo cross bully. If you come near me years ago when I first got him, he'd just want to rip into you because he was abused. Then I taught him not to be angry. I taught him to be calm. Then he started, many years later, he started trusting humans again because humans damaged him in the first place. But to see him come out of their shell and trust humans again, I can't say it enough. It's a beautiful thing, you know. How can you not love that? You know, thank God for these boys. As I said, I've got no family. I've got hardly any friends that want to really accept me for who I am, and you know, I don't care. If you don't like me, don't talk to me. Don't come up to me and put your chest out and say bad things to me. You know, you want to go and all this shit. Just don't talk to me. You know, we're lucky as humans, we know right from wrong, but these little fur babies, they got no idea. They just remember the bad times. That's why some dogs growl and some dogs bite, especially if they've been abused. Anyway, that's enough of me babbling on. But I think you get the big picture, guys, yeah? You gotta be patient. Even with kids these days, be patient. Patient, you'll win at the end of the day. By getting angry and violent and all the wrong things, you're only making that little kid or the little dog worse. Alright guys, have a great day and I'll catch us all later. And Cash says bye bye guys.